Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcome you to Six in the City. We decided to color coordinate this week.
That's right. And it's October, so it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It is, so we're wearing pink.
So we wear pink.
I was going to wear my Bama shirt, but...
Burgundy, crimson, whatever that color is not allowed. I was already told when I walked in Monday I had on a color of red, and I wasn't
allowed this week.
I wasn't allowed in the building.
Anyway, well, it's that week. We'll see how it goes. Suzanne Boyd is with us, and we're going to talk about a special concert performance that's coming up at the Farmers Market on the 25th. We'll get a preview of that. And your friend...
That's right. He's going to get you to run, and I just know he will.
Danny Crossit is with us. He's already talking about the Andrew Jackson Marathon, which is what, like next?
It's 2019 in April, but we got to get a good jump on it.
He says if I'm going to get in, I need to start now.
You do.
So we're going to
It'd be a great time for you to start. Weather's perfect. You need to start.
Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Who else is going to be with us?
Molly Richardson is here because she is event chair of the March of Dimes Taste of Jackson, and James Dusenberry with Regions Bank. They're going to tell us a little bit more about what kind of food we're going to be having. And then also, Matthew Kaye is here. He's a poet, short story writer, children's author. He's from California. He's going to be at University of Memphis at the Wisdom Parlor. He's going to tell us a little bit more. And I believe Niles Reddick is going to be here.
Here to balance out his lofty appearance will be Niles Reddick, our very own.
Should be quite entertaining, I'm sure.
So we get the pro and con of all that. And then Dan Drogosh is with us.
He's
with
the
Kotoberfest.
Kotoberfest.
Kotoberfest is coming up.
You have a hard time saying that.
Yeah, I do. You know, it just.
And you're a creative person, so I would think it would just roll right off the tongue.
Well, you know, maybe it will eventually.
It's coming up the 19th and 20th, so he's going to tell us a little bit about that.
And then a music group making their first appearance with us.
Right.
And we're glad to have them. The difference, and we're going to find out about all of that as we continue this Six in the City.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
The process is called lining. Instead of replacing sewer pipe, you line it. The lining seals the pipe, covering any leakage points. This recent lining of the 54-inch River Interceptor line cost over $900,000, but that's much less expensive than replacement, and it extended the life of the key line that transfers sewage from several lines to the wastewater treatment plant on Miller Drive. Protecting community health and doing it efficiently is all a part of JEA Today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Suzanne Boyd is with us, here to talk about a special event coming up for Sacred Heart of Jesus High School. It's a concert at the Farmers Market.
It's a new event, not just special, but it's new.
New event coming up next Thursday, the 25th. So what's going to be happening here?
Well, we are having like a little mini music fest down under the shed at the Farmers Market.
We used to do the Blues Fest. That's very good.
Sort of like the Shannon Street Blues Fest.
Rocktoberfest back in the day, yeah.
Well, maybe we're having another Rocktoberfest.
That's what we'll
call it. We're bringing in three really kind of expanding our area, the Double Wides, which are a great little band in Jackson that are making some great traction, and then followed by the Skeleton Crew. And then we're going to finish up with our feature band, which is called the Revelries. They're one of the top college tour bands playing all the local SEC big schools. They played at Georgia a couple of weeks ago. They're out of Baton Rouge and making quite some traction on the music scene. They've played the Viper Room. They've played in Nashville. They have 2 songs on Spotify and are in talks with College Game Day to be the music for College Game Day.
So they're on
they are on have an album drop in December. So we're really lucky to get them. They fit right into their schedule for us to come. We wanted to do something new that both students and adults could come.
Could come too, okay.
And so that's sort of what we came with. We thought it'd be fun for college kids, high school kids, and adults, those of us that want to have a little throwback to the days of college when we used to listen to a lot of bands.
And it's going to be down at the farmer's
It
market,
is at
so
the
it'll be
farmer's market.
open out there.
It
And
will
tickets
be.
are how much?
They are $20 for general admission, and then we have a VIP package that includes a meal and a few other things for $50. The tickets are available at Sacred Heart if you don't want to do the online and pay a little extra for those, or you can go to eventbrite.com and search Night Fest with a K
Night Fest, okay.
for Sacred Heart Nights,
Nights, okay.
and get them that way. But we're really excited. We think it'll be a beautiful fall night. I think the weather decided to get a little chillier than I planned, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
well, let me turn
It's
around
okay.
next
It's
week.
better
Yeah,
than
go.
the humidity. Let's
And
just
Yeah, better than 90
yes,
degrees.
that's
yeah.
true. I was
Yeah.
a little worried about that too. But since we're under the shed, the weather will not be an issue for us.
And the
So-
gates will open at
It goes
5.
at 5. Music will start about 5:30.
5:30,
And then the skeleton crew should go on about 6:45, and then the revelries will come on about 8:30. So if you are doing something else that night, you can come back out and
still
catch
come
the
on.
last act.
Now, we always have to ask. There's got to be food, right?
There is. We have food trucks coming. Several different food trucks are going to be there, and so we'll definitely have that for those over 21. We have a little beer garden, so be just maybe be like
little
a
something
throwback
for
to- a little
everybody.
something for everybody.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see this happening.
It's some great band lineup
When they started
there.
Oktoberfest here, they did that in October.
I did
and
not know
yeah,
that.
and
Is
it was
that before
Deborah
my day?
McClinton for a couple of years.
I
and-
don't know anything
Did you
about
know about
rock.
it either?
No,
I didn't
have
either.
no idea about
Okay.
Rocktoberfest.
One night-
Andrew and I don't know about
Jason,
that.
Jason D. Williams did the last one. I think they did, and it was cold that night, but it didn't matter with Jason D. Williams because there's always heat where he is, and so we just all huddled around the piano.
We'll take your word for it.
Well, he does it when we do his thing, and so it was a great night. So,
I bet
so
it
I'm glad
was.
somebody's doing
So
that.
excited.
we can get tickets at eventbrite.com.
.com,
Can you
or-
find out more information on Sacred Heart's website?
You can. It's
Okay.
on Sacred Heart's website, our Facebook, our social media. And if you do look on eventbrite.com, it tells you all about
Everything
the
you need
event
to
that
know.
night.
Is this a general fundraiser for the school or a
It
specific
is. It
thing?
goes
Just a
toward
general
our
fundraiser?
scholarships
Okay.
and to just, we're building a new gym.
Sure, so you guys have
so
got some
we do.
construction
We've got
going
some
on out
construction
there.
going. We're moving some dirt. So again, it just goes to the general fund. But, we do provide about 50% of our students some sort of financial aid.
Okay.
So we want to be able to expand that so that we can have more opportunities for students to be able
What's
to come.
enrollment up to now?
It's a little over 120, which
Oh,
is
wow.
good for us.
That's
We're
really
really
good.
It's really going. I
excited.
mean,
We're
it's
really
going very, very
excited.
well. It's exciting.
On an
so
uphill climb.
We are. We're excited. And so, again, we just want to make more opportunities for the students, the staff, and to be able to let more students come.
All right, it's for the Sacred Heart of Jesus High School, and
coming
this
up.
is
It's Night
the Night
Fest.
Fest, K-N-I-G-H-T. They're nice. Skeleton Crew, we know very, very well because they have
right.
been with
They've
us
been
several
with
times.
us.
The Double Wides do rockabilly music, and these guys are extremely good at what they do. And the revelries, we're looking forward to hearing. We're in that college circuit out there, so,
Go and get your
and headed toward game day. So get your tickets at eventbrite.com or go by the school. $25 or $50. You want to do the thing after?
$20.
$20.
$20
or
general
$50.
admission, $50 VIP.
Okay, very good.
Take 25, I'm sure. She won't turn it down.
No,
I bet.
we'll take it.
Oh, you want to change? Yeah.
No, $5 to see Steve run.
Yeah, there you go.
right.
Yeah, that's coming next time. Danny's looking for another 5K somewhere, so we'll see what goes here. It's good to see you.
Thank you for
Appreciate you
having
doing
me.
this, and glad things are going well at the school. That construction project, the gym will be done when? Or,
We hope in the spring.
okay, well, that'll be
We
great.
just need it to stop raining.
All right, yeah, going and growing out
It would
there.
be nice.
Well, we put off as long as we can. The Andrew Jackson Marathon talk is coming next.
Tried and tried.
I'm sweating already. Just thinking about it on 6 in the City.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E+ broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles. Portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers. The fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane. Household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, Contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
Danny Crossett is with us.
And
Why
that
I do
only
not
means
know.
one. That means one thing.
Yeah,
It's time
he's here
for
to
you
talk about the
run.
Andrew Jackson Marathon, and it's April of 2019.
We got to get in
He
here early and
obviously
get
hadn't looked
you.
at his calendar lately.
A marathon's a long ways. You got to plan a long time
Got to get ready
ahead.
for the marathon.
You got to have
The
some
Andrew
good training.
The Andrew Jackson Marathon is coming up the first Saturday in April in 2019. It is an extremely important event for the city. It's the oldest marathon in the state of Tennessee. Continue to run marathon. 10th oldest in the country.
That's right.
Boston Marathon qualifier. So this is serious stuff.
It's been around for a long time. It's holding its own, and it's doing great.
And it attracts a bunch of people, I noticed this
It
year.
does.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
326 runners last year
From
from
21
21 different states, one foreign country. 15% of the qualifiers, or 15% qualified to run the Boston Marathon.
15%.
So this is pretty.
It's huge, and it's
Yeah, I'm sure I'll fit right in.
Just to let you know, if you ask Danny
Yeah.
about a race course, is it hilly? No,
No, it just rolls
hilly.
a little.
Rolling hill.
Just
It's-
rolling.
it's hilly.
Roll up.
So
roll down.
it's a pretty tough course for a Boston Marathon
Now
qualifier.
y'all moved
so.
it last year or the year before, right?
Year before, we moved
2
it
years ago.
downtown. So
Okay.
we go through the streets of Jackson now
Okay.
and go by Lambeth and kind of showcase the city.
Okay.
You hit all parts of the city. You go
all
by
So it
the
starts
hospital.
and finishes right here at the lift. Is that what it does, or
At
downtown?
the farmer's
Farmers
market.
Market.
Farmers Market,
Yes. And we go all the way up to Carriage House to the interstate and loop back.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the marathon, you do that twice.
See, that's why you
But
got
if you
to
want to
get
just
started
sign up for
now.
the half, you can do it one time.
It's kind of like
That's
what is
right.
it, Bagels and Bluegrass bicycle ride.
That's
They said,
right.
well, you ride through Pinson Mountains down to Chickasaw Park, stuff. And I said, yeah. Yeah, I might drive that one day if I don't have anything to do. Yeah. Okay.
But registration is open now.
It's open now.
Right. Yeah,
and
we
if you
already
register before
registered.
November 1st, you
That's
get a
right.
discount.
Save
Dis-
$20.
That's right.
So it's it seems like a long ways off, but we need to start getting people prepared. You have to do a lot of training for a marathon, and we need a lot of volunteers. So
Okay.
we're
Oh, it's right, so you're
we're
looking for
doing the
volunteers.
volunteer cry now because it takes about 120 volunteers to put this race
Okay.
on.
So if people want to volunteer, what do they do?
They go to the Andrew Jackson Marathon webpage, and there's a volunteer section there, and they sign right up. And
They can pick and choose what section they
Yeah.
want to volunteer in.
So-
What
So-
makes this such a popular run?
Well, because it's the
age of
oldest
it,
in the city, and
tradition?
that's an attraction.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson himself is an attraction to some.
Is that right?
And then you being a Boston qualifier.
Okay.
And a lot of people are trying to run a marathon in every state or a half marathon in every state. So this is one they picked because it has Andrew Jackson on it. So.
There's just all different kinds of reasons. It's interesting to hear all the stories of the people that come to run and why they come to run.
I've been running it for so many years.
I'll hang out and try to be inconspicuous.
It's been going since 1972, so people talk about it for a long time.
You know, we've
So it is
added.
built then. Who started this, Dan?
It was the Jackson Roadrunner Running Club started it,
okay.
and I don't really know the exact names of the people that do it, but the running club started it. They're still involved supporting this. The running club is very strong here in Jackson. About 120 members.
Okay, and so what year would that have been then when they started this thing?
72.
72. 1972.
It was during the sesquicentennial of the city.
And I think
72.
that was the reason for
150th
getting
year,
it
that's probably
started was the to celebrate the
sesquicentennial of
sesquicentennial.
Jackson.
Yes.
Started at Tigrick School and ran up the bypass and back with 1 year, and then went to Union for a while. It's been all around.
It has been. So we brought it back downtown, and it's been a good thing because you get to run by different parts of the city that a lot of these people, they're coming in from out of town, out of
don't
state.
see.
You know, they don't
Okay.
see these parts of Jackson. So it's a great opportunity to showcase the city. And all along the route, we have,
Wow.
you know, there's music, there's lots of stuff going on.
Now we're locked into a permanent date, first Saturday in April every year. So this year it's April the 6th.
Okay, all right, very good.
So see, you got the time. You
I
can
got the
go ahead
time,
and
yeah.
sign up now.
Sign up now.
That'll push you to train.
Yeah, I don't
You
wanna
can
wait.
do training runs. We have training runs
If I
that
sign
run.
up, Pam will make sure I'm not wasting that money. It's just like, you did what?
So you can come out to the training runs every
Yeah.
Sunday morning at Performance Running.
Oh, yeah.
We do training runs
Runs
every
okay.
Sunday morning. Most people right now are training for St. Jude, and then they're just start training for this.
But you've done that run too. That's an impressive run as well. Well, I'm glad to know about the sesquicentennial. Our bicentennial is coming up 2022. We're not that many years away now. And bicentennial for Madison County is 2021.
You running a marathon would be
That
a great
would be
celebration.
great, wouldn't it? The city would need to know about that.
Yeah.
You know. Well, Danny, I appreciate you trying to take care of me.
Always looking your best interest.
You know,
Don't come on the show any more often than you need to.
I can go ahead and sign you up. I got my phone right
But we
now.
do
I'll just
need
sign you up.
it does showcase the city. We do need the people out. We need volunteers. We need people out in
Volunteers,
the yards
definitely.
cheering these runners on.
Okay.
They're running hard trying to get their qualifications.
So we need to, we'll continue to promote this, make it a big event. People turn out downtown, everything.
We'd love to have
you. Yes.
people
Appreciate what
along.
you're doing.
Good to see you.
I'll see you Sunday morning. I'll be the one bringing the donuts.
Now wait, hold up. You got witnesses here. A lot of witnesses.
We're going to the main stage. We're delighted to have these folks with us. They're making their first appearance with us. We're talking about Connor Banky and Will Crow and Will Bueller. They call themselves The Difference.
All right, this first song's an original. It's called I Don't Love You Anymore. So happy that you're gone. Look at the future that's ahead of me. Your ghost can't weigh me down again. I don't love you anymore. So go find yourself another man. No, I can't do anything he can. But it's your loss, girl.
Not mine.
'Cause I could have given you the world. 'Cause I don't love you anymore. I don't think that this is good for me. So don't come knocking at my door. 'Cause I don't love you anymore. I'm so happy that you're gone. Look at the future that's ahead of me. Your ghost can't weigh me down again. 'Cause I don't love you anymore. Cause I don't love you anymore. 'Cause I don't think that this is good for me. So don't come knocking at my door. 'Cause I don't love you anymore.
Let's get funky.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber-to-the-home infrastructure, E-Plus broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles, portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers, the fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane, household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We'll have more from The Difference coming up as we continue. We're here to talk about Taste of Jackson for the March of Dimes, which is a special
again.
Food again. And, you know, what a great cause, great food, and the perfect comment, and no 5K.
We could have one. Steve. We could have one. You walk around inside.
James can turn that around real quick.
Molly Richardson is with us. She's the event chair, and James Dusenberry is with us, and he's with Regions Bank. And Regions has been one of the key sponsors of the March of Dimes Taste of Jackson for the last several years. We got a new venue, new format. What's going on here?
We do. We changed the venue, Madison Downs.
Which is where?
It is North Highland. You keep going to North Highland and Passmore. It's a gorgeous new venue.
All right. Okay. Excellent there. So what's different about the format?
We are combining two March of Dimes events, Signature Chef that used to happen way back when, and the Taste of Jackson are merging together to become one.
So what's it going to do?
It's going to become a fabulous night.
That's right.
That is what it's going to do.
What more could you ask for, right? We're going to raise money for March of Dimes and have lots of food.
Well, Taste of Jackson, we just walked around and ate.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around and we're going to eat and eat, and then we're going to stop for a minute and have a wonderful MC. Named Steve Bowers, talk to us for a minute. And we're going to have a spotlight doctor this year. We're going to have Dr. Woods, a pediatrician from the Jackson clinic. We're going to honor him and the work he does.
So the event is coming up the 25th, and it's from 5 to 8 p.m., which is a Thursday evening, right? And tickets are $50 a piece.
$50 a piece, or you can buy a table.
For $350 is a table 8.
Table 8.
Or if you have a group of 10 or more, you can get a good discount at $400.
That's right.
And we can order tickets at eventbrite.com.
Or go by my best friend Jenna.
Oh, my best friend Jenna. Okay. And that's where is that located at, James?
It's on Carriage House, right?
No.
No, they moved?
They moved.
I'm one of their customers. I'm one of their guys. I just bought a dress for my daughter.
Nice. You got your new dress.
Yeah, I've been there. I forgot where it was.
It used to be on Carriage House.
My credit card went.
Yes.
Okay.
When you bought the dress, they are at Madison Downs at the venue right next door.
Okay.
Yes, it is. They're combined. Yes.
Okay.
So you can check out the venue so you don't get lost the night of and get your tickets beforehand.
Why did Regions get involved with this event?
You know what? It started before I moved here. Union Planners originally was involved, so it's been at least 17 years. Of course, the purpose and the values of March of Dimes is why we got involved.
March of Dimes works to bring healthy babies into the world, and
right.
that has been research into many things, also exploring of why so many premature babies, why the premature birth rate has gone up.
I think they also help after the child is born.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Research into how to handle
preemies and all this other stuff. It changed our life. Surfactant research that was done through the March of Dimes was a key factor in saving Clayton's life. And so he was born pound 5 ounces, 25 weeks, and not much chance of him surviving. He has.
He's thriving.
Molly sees him all the time. She's in the youth group. He's such a brilliant child, isn't he? So talkative.
He is so talkative and full of energy.
Never uses a cell phone.
That's right. Never have to tell him to put it away.
No technology in his life at all.
He's wonderful.
Steve, we did a survey of our associates, and about 1 out of 10 have been impacted one way or another by a premature birth.
Yeah, it's just stunning how much is out there. It's still inexplicable situation like with preeclampsia and other things. So March of Dimes is front line in this. So it's a great cause.
Right.
And of course, March of Dimes started out with polio, with Franklin Roosevelt on stuff. So it's got a long history of working with children and everything else. So it's a special event. So it's fun. So it's
fun.
combined signature chefs and Taste of Jackson. So here we go.
good food.
Do you want to mention the people that are going to be there, or?
There's some great restaurants. We have new restaurants that have not been participating in the past. Mulligan's, Rafferty's, which we haven't seen in a while.
Okay.
Hub City Brew, which is a new restaurant that won't even be open yet.
Oh,
So
that's
get to come taste some of their craft beers.
2 or 3 adult beverage distributors will be involved as well.
Okay, well,
Yes.
And then there's the 5K run, Steve, that you'll be kicking off at 8
There's
o'clock.
no
Next
5K
Thursday,
run.
starting at 5. It
Molly's
goes
like,
until
no.
until 8 o'clock. Madison Downs. Get on North Island and just go
Just
to
keep
Passmore.
going.
Go to
Bear
Passmore.
to the right, and you'll see
And
it.
if you want to get married, Jenna will take care of that while you're there. That's right.
Or if you just need a nice drink.
Appreciate Regis Bank being
Thank you,
involved
sir.
in this.
It's my
It's a
pleasure.
real special thing. And Molly, because Molly's been directing this thing now for a few years now.
A few years.
Yeah,
7.
okay, well, great. Well, I'm glad that, the
She's
Taste
a
of
hard
Jackson,
worker.
West Tennessee. Go to eventbrite.com or get out to Jenna's Bridal Shop and get the tickets. We'll see you next Thursday night. We'll be
right.
there. Look forward to it.
5 to 8.
All right, thank y'all very much for being here. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again The Difference.
Red sandstone it fell. Right smack on top. Sedona Arabelle. John Paul said, won't you hop on into the stagecoach, baby, gonna take you for a spin, oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, you're gone, but you're not forgot. You got the cash, but your credit's no good. Flip the script, shot the plot, and I remember when the neon used to burn so bright and pink. Saturday night, kind of peak. Devils it may rush. And the duct tape makes you hush. Going California, but we're all out of work. I guess that's better than a grave in a hearse. So whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, you're gone, but you're not forgot. You got the cash, but your credit's no good. Flip the script, you shot the plot, and I remember when the neon used to burn so bright and pink. Saturday night, kind of pink. Tape makes you hush. Hey there, Sedona, let me cut you a deal. I'm a little hungover and I may have to steal your soul. Whoa, whoa. Hey, little Hollywood, you're gone, but you're not forgot. You got the cash, but your credit's no good. You flipped the script, you shot the plot, and I remember when the neon used to burn so bright and pink, so bright and pink. Saturday night, kind of pink.
What a fun Thursday night football game.
All right, I like that. I can't wait to see this matchup.
Yes, I love that.
What does he need to do to win it?
Is this their game? Is this their Super Bowl? Can we talk football?
Who's the most dynamic player? That's what I'm talking about. Looking left, fires for the end zone, reaches up, pulls it down.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E+ broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with your E+ broadband cable TV for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Visit eplusbroadband.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Matthew Caillé is with us, and it was supposed to be his segment, but we invited Niles Reddick up in here, and he's trying to break up our band. Offered scholarships. So they go to the University of Memphis, but they go to Memphis.
They are at the University of Memphis, and they're phenomenal. If
Yeah, they
you
are.
didn't hear them already.
And we got a music program here. So.
I want them to come back to the Lambeth campus.
Got that going on.
So,
Niles Reddick, of course, is a writer, among other things. He's a provost of the University of Memphis Lambeth, and Matthew Caillé is with us because he's appearing at the University of Memphis this week. And so I wanted to see why you invited him to be here.
well, you know, I read a lot, and I write a lot of reviews, and
oh, you do?
I met Matthew in South Carolina, I think, and then I saw him again in New York this summer, and I read his collection of stories, which I think is one of the best collections ever. And I wrote this beautiful review, and I forget where it was published. Was it Midwest Book Review?
Okay. Anyway, it was a beautiful review.
Phenomenal. And
framed it.
I started saying, did you take it and frame it?
I wanted him to come and
I got a tattoo of it right here.
Okay. So you're doing a workshop this week?
I am. Yeah, I'm doing a workshop and just a kind of visiting lecture in terms of maybe doing a reading, answering questions.
But, so coming up Thursday, and this one, everybody can plug into this, this Thursday, the 18th, at the Wisdom Parlor at 6 p.m. So what will happen that evening, Matthew?
I'll do kind of a general discussion on what brought me to fiction and poetry, our need for storytelling, and then read from both my poetry collection and the short story collection.
What got you to writing then? When did that happen?
You know, it started early on. I loved stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And that was kind of my introduction to storytelling, watching Rodney Dangerfield with my grandfather. And, you know, that's maybe not appropriate at like 7, but my grandfather didn't know much about appropriate, which was kind of nice.
Better that than Richard Pryor.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, we had some Richard Pryor, but we saved that for when I was 11.
11, yeah. Here's an album you need to listen to.
I'm sure you learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then, you know, I went home and I was like really trying to write like Rodney Dangerfield. I was writing jokes about my ex-wife at like 9 years old. And, you know, trying so much to mimic that style.
Okay.
And then you kind of learn by imitating. And then, you know, later on I did my own kind of stand-up comedy.
You did stand-up, okay.
And it was more, you know, it got to a point where I just wanted to tell all sorts of stories. And for that, I kind of needed the blank page.
Stand-up comedy, just for a moment, what is that like?
It's awful. It's awful, yeah.
I was trying to say, that either works or doesn't work.
Yeah, you know, the difference is with writing, you fail behind a screen in your pajamas with a coffee, and it's awful, but it's an audience of just you.
Yeah, it's right.
I've done radio for 40 years, and that's what I love about radio. If it's not working, you don't know it.
Yeah.
The radio book comes out, and that's months later.
Sure. And with stand-up comedy, you have to go up on stage and try out new. You have to fail in front of people.
You have to face your fears.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. It's like jumping out of an airplane and hoping the parachute opens.
So when you started writing then, and it started getting published, you were doing what?
I was an elementary school teacher when I first started writing,
And you were writing fiction, poetry? Or?
Actually, the first thing I wrote was a children's story, which is a children's book now. It just came out last month. But in general, I was writing during lunch breaks and trying to cram stuff in, so it was mostly poetry and short fiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did your experience as a teacher with these kids help in this
It did.
in this
you know,
writing?
just living helps. You know, the older you get, the more you see, the more
Because
people
a lot of stand-up comedians say they pull their material from real
Sure,
life, from their
sure.
own life or those around
Yeah,
them. So.
the difference, you know, is with stand-up comedy, you're always having to be funny. And with writing, you can just be super depressing if you want. There's no.
That's true.
You don't have to go for something humorous, which was kind of freeing. It was so much easier.
And nobody's going to throw anything at
Not
you.
at all.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you first become familiar with Matthew's work then?
About 2 years ago.
Okay. So you've been writing how long?
I had been writing about 10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you came across his work how?
We appeared together at the South Carolina Short Story Festival.
Okay.
And then met in New York last summer at a bar where we were doing a bunch of readings in New York City. And I had the idea to bring him down and get him to do a thing at the campus and then do a workshop with our creative writing students.
Okay.
He'll also be speaking tomorrow at Madison Academic
Oh, is that right?
High School
here. Well, that's
and
great. Okay.
so we're just doing several different little events while he's here for a couple of days.
We're going to come back and continue this conversation, but Matthew Kaye will be doing his reading and all at Wisdom Parlor this Thursday. This Thursday,
The
we're watching this during
18th.
the 18th. It'll be at 6 p.m. And there's no charge for that event and these other things there. We're going to continue this conversation, find out more about his work, and then what Niles Reddick is working on now.
That's right.
Other than trying to break up our band. We'll be back in our next segment as we continue Six in the City.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're going to continue. We have the difference coming up in just a few minutes. We're going to continue our conversation with Matthew Kaye and with Niles Reddick. And Niles, of course, is Provost, University of Memphis Lambuth campus. He's a writer, and now we find out he does reviews. If he does a nice review,
nice reviews.
If he does a nice review, you may get to come to the campus and it works. So this is pretty good. And Matthew, you're from where originally?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay.
Yes.
So y'all mentioned how did you wind up at the Carolina Book?
My first publisher, I won an award called the Short Story America Prize.
Okay.
And that's out of Beaufort, South Carolina.
Okay.
And every year they host a festival.
Okay, so it ties you in.
Niles. Yeah. It was kind of nice to meet.
So how do you describe your work, your fiction work, your short stories?
It's kind of, I like looking at day-to-day people that are kind of marginalized by loss and obsessions and love, and kind of shining a light on people who don't always have a light on them.
Okay.
Yeah. I think literary fiction is the revenge of the forgotten person. That's what I think.
That's an interesting way to put it.
I hope so.
So when people read this, they go, "There I am." Right? So what attracted you? Once you got exposed to his work, what did you like about it?
Well, I think the way he describes it is exactly the way, as I read through it, I thought, this is really good. This is, you don't always do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you read a book and you think, Okay, and that's what people think about mine.
Not true.
But when I read his, I thought, this is the kind of stuff you want to write.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the stuff that goes down in history. It's so good.
So what happens at 6 o'clock then this Thursday? What will people hear from you when you start talking about your work?
Yeah, they'll hear a little bit of what we're doing now, just maybe my introduction to short fiction, writing, poetry, its importance in the world, storytelling, different ways to go about it, and then I'll read from the books.
And your books are titled what?
So I have 3 books now. The first one is Los Angeles, L-O-S-S.
Okay.
And it's loosely bound by the city of L.A. and Los. And second is a book of poems called May I Have This Dance? Okay. And then recently I just came out with a kid's book called The Underappreciated Life of Humphrey Hawley, about a beetle who wants to be a ladybug.
Oh.
And then learns to love himself as a beetle.
As a beetle.
Yeah.
Since Matthew is from Los Angeles, Matthew is spelled M-A-T-H-I-E-U.
Yeah.
You start trying to Google him.
Yeah.
And you wind up in the gospel.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Excuse me, let me back.
French
And
He is not from the South.
Kaye is C-A-I-L-L-E-R. C-A-I-L-L-E-R. So when you start Googling, we want you to be able
That's very kind of you. Yeah, no one's ever done that before.
Oh, we don't want them to say, I can't find this guy at all.
Well, down here in the South, there's no telling how people would be trying to spell your name. So
My parents named me so no one could find me. That was it. Yeah.
Sometimes that's not a bad thing.
Like Matthew with a silent P. They were thinking about that for a while.
That way they don't have to buy you any souvenirs. There's no keychain. The's no keychain for you, son. We looked.
Yeah.
You have to make your own.
There was never a keychain for me.
No shirt.
Keychain, nothing.
Even in
with that
France, the Matthew is spelled that way, but it's with 2 T's mostly.
Oh.
So whenever I'd go to France, I'd be like, finally, I'm going to get a keychain. I'd be at Euro Disney. 2 T's.
What is your fan base when you go out and do signings? Who's there?
That's a good question. I'd say mostly women, like older. I think kind of older women are the only people who are really reading these days.
Okay.
That's what I've
That's
noticed.
interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. Like book clubs are almost 90% women.
I guess that's true. I didn't think about book clubs.
Yeah.
We don't hear a lot about book clubs around here, but I'm sure they're popular in larger cities. So.
Absolutely. I've never done a book club with more than like 2 men who looked kind of confused as to why they were there. You could tell their wives were like, we are going to this brunch,
Had to make them
and you're
go.
going to sit out.
Bribe them with some beverages or something. There's beverages there.
That was exactly my feeling at the Barry Manilow concert in Memphis. How come there are only 3 men here? And we all had the same look. We're all here for the same reason. You know? We got drugged here with the designated driver. All right, so there you go.
Was that at Lambeth?
No, that was years ago.
They have one at Lambeth.
Yeah, that was yours. No, I missed that one. I won't say I was too young for that, but that's not true.
Matthew, are you going to have books at your signing?
I will, yes.
Okay.
For people to buy,
yes.
people to read? Oh, good.
Yeah,
But
and everything's available.
one thing we've talked about it, we get into arguments about this some, because poetry, Robert Frost and people were well known in poetry. At one time seemed to be the expression of people. It seems to be, it's done through songwriting and other things. And I say I'm not familiar with poets today. And then other people that are poets say, well, you're just a one-legged laggard out there, but if you don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
But I wonder, as a genre, is it doing well? Or there are a lot of poets and poetry readings in here, but are there people that are capturing us?
I think so.
Poetry? Okay.
I think so. I don't think it's. I don't think maybe it was. There's so many more poets today, and there's so many more publications today that you can find. I mean, there's new ones popping up, 3 or 4 new ones this week alone.
So if you want to get into it, you can.
You can.
All right. Well, this Thursday, the 18th, at the Wisdom Parlor at the University of Memphis Lambeth at 6 p.m. And Matthew Kaye will be there, and Niles Reddick. We look forward to talking to you again. More work coming out. It's good to see you both.
Thanks
nice
very
to
much.
meet you, Matthew.
Thank you.
You certainly do. We're going back to the main stage once again. This is Will Crow, Will Bueller, and Connor Banky, and they are called The Difference.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees. Down the 7 bridges road, child, and I have loved you entertainment, and I have loved you wild. Sometimes there's a part of me that's to turn from you and go, running like a child from these warm stars down the Seven Bridges Road. There are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you should go, there is a taste of time, sweet as honey, down the Seven Bridges Road.
Own a lawn mowing service? Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E+ broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
Welcome back. We'll have more from The Difference coming up as we continue 6 in the City. Appreciate all of our guests being here. Dan Drogosh is with us. He is with The Co. It's the Cotoberfest.
This is the Cotoberfest.
It's coming. It's this weekend. It's October the 19th, Friday, October the 19th, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. And then Saturday, October the 20th, this Saturday from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. So what's going to be going on, Dan?
Okay, lots of stuff.
You got a long list.
This is our one event of the year that we love to just showcase what the Co does and who we get to interact with on a weekly basis.
So what do you tell people the Co does?
All right, so the Co is a community of creatives, tech enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, and anyone in between. We're really kind of like, I like to say, we nerd out quite a bit over there. We love our tech. We love helping people get their businesses off the ground and help ones that are already operating. Okay. Like I said, just kind of like we're building a community of people that have similar interests, and we love.
So if you're creative, entrepreneurial, tech driven, all right, this is the place.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
They've got gig internet service from E+ broadband, and
That's
so
right.
they're geared up and ready to go. 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock Friday, what's happening?
So Friday night is a film festival, and we've got 4 films selected. We've had a number of applicants, and we're just showcasing some creative talent. And
are these films that are made here? Or?
Yes, all the filmmakers are local.
Local, okay.
And it's a pretty wide variety in terms of what you're going to see. But definitely exciting.
These films, what length?
They're short films. Yeah, I think anywhere from like 3 minutes to 15.
Okay.
Quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the filmmakers? Have you got a list?
That's a question. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just thought maybe some people.
All I've got on my sheet here are titles.
Okay.
Yes, so I say all we have are titles.
The filmmakers are a surprise. We'll go with that.
Okay.
You might be amazed at
Come
who
and
you
see if
find.
your film made it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Okay.
So then on Saturday, there's a little
That's
bit more
7
stuff
to
going
9
on.
Friday night. This Friday night, the 19th.
Correct. Yeah, there's gonna be
And there's a popcorn bar.
Yes, I was
See,
just
I'm
gonna
all
say,
about the food.
that has been the talk of the Co this whole week is what do we have at this popcorn bar? And we're bringing in all sorts of popcorn makers to figure out what's going to work for us and the number of people we can serve. But yeah, we're gonna have fun with it.
Okay.
'Cause why not?
Some unique flavors.
Yeah, and toppings.
Oh yeah, of course.
Saturday we go 2 till 7 in the afternoon.
Yeah, Saturday is where we bust out all of our, exhibits, so to say, and we got some pretty fun things we're trying for the first time. We usually have maker demos, which are people in the community that make things, and we want them to show it off. So that's been happening every year. But what we're doing differently this year is we're having our Jackson famous Pitch Palooza. So we are getting local celebs from here in Jackson and West Tennessee, and we're kind of making them face off. And in the spirit of entrepreneurship, we are giving them a who and a what. Okay. And in 5 minutes, they've got to create a pitch for this product. And we're giving them some really goofy things. So, like, they're going to have to figure out how to sell rollerblades to a firefighter. Fun, kind of silly, but it'll be even more entertaining.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, putting these people that we all know on the spot and kind of getting their sales bug out of them. So we'll do that, and then we have this Fortune 500. Lisa's gonna kill me. I'm messing this up. Fortune 500 teller, and so all of us, I'm sure, throughout our lives, have had ideas for businesses. You're like, this needs to be made. So we're gonna give you a chance to sit down with one of our mentors and tell them that idea, and we're gonna spin a wheel and see, what's gonna happen with that idea. All for fun, yeah.
The Fortune 500 fortune teller, yeah.
So that's Saturday. And let's see, like I said, you're going to hear from local entrepreneurs. We're going to have food trucks, La Cubinita, some coffee, and all sorts of fun stuff.
Lots of fun stuff.
Part of the motivation of this to get people to come for the first time?
Yeah, we also just, I still think we're a hidden gem in this community.
People still haven't gotten the concept of it.
I agree.
It's hard to.
We're still chugging through that, but that's all right. I'm hoping to reach some creatives, some entrepreneurs, really. Because I know there's people that hang out at Panera and Starbucks, and it's like, those are our people.
Come hang out at our place.
They don't know what they're missing
That's
out
right.
on. Yeah.
So come hang out at the Co. Well, you can do it this weekend, and that's from 7 until 9 Friday night.
And
it's a free event.
It's free. Yeah.
See?
So bring the kids too. It's going to be great. There'll be robots and all sorts of technology that they're going to love.
Okay.
Lots of cool stuff to get the kids interested in.
Yep. Stuff I can play with every day.
Dan, we should get excited about your work.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sad to see.
Yeah.
If people want more information about the Co,
head to our website. It's at theco.com/thecottoberfest.
Okay, at theco.com.
At
ATTHECO.com. Yep.
And
/ Cottoberfest there.
Cottoberfest.
Yeah.
Cottoberfest.
You're working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. At least I got the D in there. Dan, it's always good to see you.
Thank
you
guys.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Hope to see you out.
At the Co. Wiley Parker Road here, right?
Yep.
The Wiley Parker Road here in Jackson.
Right next to Botto's.
That's it.
Go by and see them. It is an amazing transformative place.
It's a very, you can hear the creativity buzzing
feel it
before
when
you
you
even
walk
walk
in
We
in
got
the
a fresh
place.
paint job on the building too, so it's
nice.
sparkling white right now.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Man, it's good to see you.
Yep. You
It's
too,
a
guys.
We're going to be back
Creative
with
hub.
more as we continue 6 in the City.
Fiber, it may be small, but it is powerful. It connects our city, businesses, and homes to the world. Without it, our ability to compete economically and enjoy technology would be limited. Thanks to the investment in our city by JEA, we offer the area's first and only 100% fiber network. When you choose E+ broadband, you get the clearest reception, fastest speeds, and greatest reliability. Thank you for choosing E+ broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
This changes everything. TiVo is here. Search and control your cable channels and streaming video apps with one remote. Record 6 shows at once and build a library of favorites with one pass recording. Then watch on any TV in your home or browse and view on Wi-Fi devices with the free View It app. Call E Plus Broadband to add TiVo and ask about our new packages.
The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Thanks to all of our guests. There's always an amazing variety of things happening in this city, so it's great to showcase that. We've got 7 members of our utility crew that have been in Florida since
in Tallahassee.
They got down there and were actually in Tallahassee when the hurricane hit. Not exactly the place you want to be
That's right.
stationed, I don't think, but they got down there and then that storm turned in that direction. And they've been at work ever since, from sun up to sundown, and they're coming home, we hope, this week, but we appreciate what they have done.
And they've been in conditions, the hotel that they've been staying at has been without power itself.
And 93,000 utility customers without power in Tallahassee. They've got that down to about 5,000. But the thing about, and we've all seen Mexico Beach and the total devastation there, but Michael was right at a level 5 when it hit the coast, but it was a level 3 when it went inland in Georgia. So you've got all kinds of rural areas up through Florida and the Panhandle, north part of the Panhandle, and Georgia, southern Georgia.
And those
they
are
got
the
hit
areas
with 100-mile-per-hour winds, and so there are outages that are going to continue, I think, for days and days and days.
Well, and those rural areas take the longest to get back connected. So,
but we appreciate
areas are working in now.
Utility systems, we've had to do it here in Jackson with floods and ice storms and tornadoes where we've had to have outside help. You can't maintain the crews necessary to repair a system like that when it gets torn up completely. So everybody shares and they contract
for that mutual
crews,
aid,
through the mutual aid agreements. But they had 5,000 utility crews in the Florida Panhandle when this thing hit. And we had some down there. We appreciate the work that they've done. You got a run we need to mention?
There's the Take Your Girls Night Out is coming up this week. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
That's for breast cancer.
Okay,
it
breast
starts
cancer
at the Women's Clinic.
And Making Strides is coming up Saturday.
Making Strides is Sunday.
And we'll see it Saturday. Register at 8 and the walk starts at 9. So anyway, that's why we've been wearing pink all this
And
week.
it's great weather for the run. So it should be a great run, a great walk. So
we appreciate you guys being here. Your music available somewhere that we need to talk about, or?
Not yet.
Okay, we're working on it.
That's a work in progress.
Well, this is Will Bueller and Connor Banke and Will Crow, and they call themselves The Difference. It's been great to have you guys with us. Take it away.
See the sun, it sinks down beneath the waves. The earth says its goodbyes to another day. The stars coming out to play. ask for room to breathe.